Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my dear students? Hope all you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Welcome to NIBS Home School. This is Amir Uddin, Assistant Teacher of Mathematics, Morning Shift, National Ideal English Version School. Dear students, today I am going to take a math class for the students of class 7. Our today's topic is Chapter 1, Discussion plus Example 1. Dear students, this is lesson number 1 and HW number 1 also. Okay, dear students, now let us start our today's class. Our today's topic is Chapter 1, Discussion and Example 1. Here the name of the chapter is Rational and Irrational Numbers. At first, we want to know what is numbers, then we want to know what is rational numbers and what is irrational numbers. Numbers. The numbers are some symbols by which we can quantify the object around us. Dear students, in class 1 you have introduced with 1, 2, 3, 4, ... These types of number. In class 3 you have introduced to it 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 7, these types of number which called fraction or fractional number. In class 4 you have introduced to it 0.5, 3.7, these types of number, that is called decimal number. And in class 6 you have introduced to it -4, -3, -10, these types of number, that is negative numbers. Negative numbers. Dear students, in class 1 you have introduced to it positive integer number, that is called natural number also. And in class 3 you have introduced it fraction, in class 4 you have introduced it the decimal, class 6 you have introduced with negative numbers. Now we want to introduce with integer number. The combination of positive integers and negative integers along with 0, ... -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. These types of number are called integer number. Positive integer number, negative integer number and along with 0, that is called integer number. Now we can define what is rational number. The words rational derived from ratio. The numbers which can be expressed as the ratio of two integers are called rational numbers. Suppose 3, this is a number. We can express it as 3 by 1. Here 3 is integer and 1 is another integer. That means we can express 3 as the ratio of two integer number. Now -2, we can write it as -2 divided by 1. Here -2 is integer and 1 is another integer. This is negative integer, it is positive integer. That means we can express -2 as the ratio of two integers. So it is also rational number. It is rational number. It is rational number. Now 3 by 2. This is a fraction. Fraction must be rational number. Here 3 is integer, 2 is also integer. So we can express this number. We can express any fraction by the ratio of two integers. So fraction is also a rational number. Now 1.5. We can write this number as 15 divided by 10. That means we can express this decimal number into, we can express the decimal number as the ratio of two integers 15 and 10. So it is also rational number. Now the question is, what is irrational number? Dear students, before the discussion of irrational number, we must have to have the idea of square and square root. So at first we want to discuss about square and square root. Dear students, here I have written the definition of square and square root. A square is the product of multiplication of a number by itself, and the number is the square root of the product. Dear students, you know that 2 multiplication 2, this is equal to 4, and also we can write it as 2 square. 3 multiplication 3, this is equal to 9, we can also write it as 3 square. 4 multiplication 4, this is equal to 16, equal to 4 square, we also write. 5 multiplication 5, this is equal to 25, and it is equal to 5 square, we also can write. Dear students, here we have multiplied 2 by itself, then we can get 4. Now 4 is the square of 2, and conversely we can say that 2 is the square root of 4. Similarly here 9 is the square of 3, and 3 is the square root of 9. Again here 16 is the square of 4, and 4 is the square root of 16. Here 25 is the square of 5, and 5 is the square root of 25. Similarly 36 is the square of 6, and 6 is the square root of 36. 49 is the square of 7, and 7 is the square root of 49, and 64 is the square of 8, 8 is the square root of 64. Here 9, 4, 9, 16 and 25. These types of number are called perfect square number. 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. These types of number are called perfect square number. Dear students, if 4 is a number, then its square root, we will denote a square root of 4 by this symbol. If we give this symbol on 4, then its value will be, we have to write the square root of 4, that means 2. Again, square root of 9 equal to, we know that square root of 9 is 3, square root of 16 is 4. Similarly, square root of 25 is 5. The number whose square root is a integer number, these types of number is called perfect square number. Here a square root of 4 is 2, this is perfect square number. A square root of 9 is 3, so 9 is perfect square number. A square root of 16 is 4, so 16 is perfect square number. But 7, this is a number, its square root is not an integer, so that 7 is not a perfect square. And similarly 15, this is not a perfect square because its square root is not a integer, so that we cannot divide root over 15 as the ratio of two integers. We can divide root over 25 as the ratio of two integers. 25 equal to 5, root over 25 equal to 5, and 5 equal to 5 by 1. That means we can express 25 as the ratio of two integers. But we cannot express 15 as the ratio of two integers. Here we can write is root over 15 by 1, but root over 15 is not an integer, so that we cannot define root over 15 as the ratio of two integers, so that root over 15, root over 17, root over 2, root over 3, these types of numbers are called irrational numbers. Now the students will solve one example from chapter 1. Here the question of the example is given: find the square root of 3136 by factorization method. Here 3136 is a large number and we have to find out its square root by factorization method. There are two ways for finding out square root. One is factorization method and another one is division method. We will find out the square root of 3136 by factorization method. Solution: given number is 3136. Resolving 3136 into its prime factors, we get 3136. We can divide 3136 by 2 because it's even number. Here 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12, and 8 2s are 16. Then again you can divide it by 2, 2 7s are 14, 2 8s are 16, and 2 4s are 8. Then again you can divide it by 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are 4. Again you can divide it by 2, 2 1s are 2, and 2 8s are 18, 2 6s are 12. Again 2 9s and 2 3s. Now we can divide it by 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. Dear the students, again we will say, if we divide 3 by 2, then it will be 1, and 2 5s are 10, then 2 6s are 12, 2 8s are 16. Again 2 7s are 14, 2 8s are 16, and 2 4s are 8. Okay, 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are 2. Now again you can give 2 times 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18. Here you have to write 9. 2 9s are 18. And carrying 1, then 2 6s are 12. Okay. If we divide it by 2, then 2 9s are 18 and 2 8s are 16. Again we can divide it by 2, then 2 49s are 98. Again we can divide it by 7. Therefore we can write 3 1 3 6. This is equal to 2 multiplication 2 multiplication 2 multiplication 2 multiplication 2. How many 2 here? 1 2 3 4 5 6, total 6 2. Another one we have to write. Then 2 7 multiplication 7. If we multiply these numbers, then we can get 3136. Now we'll make pair taking two same numbers, taking 2 and 2 in one first bracket we make one pair, and taking another 2 2 we will make another one pair, taking this 2 2 we will make another one pair, and then multiplication taking the same number 7 and 7 we will make another pair. Now at the time of find out a square root, we will take one number from this pair, we will take one number from this pair, we will take one number from this pair, and we will take one number from this pair. Therefore, square root of 3136 equal to, now we write, therefore square root of 3136 equal to, since square root, so we will give this sign, 3136. This is equal to, we have to take one number from each pair. From this pair we will take 1 2, multiplication from this pair we will take 1 2, from this pair we will take another 1 2, and from this pair we will take 1 7. This is equal to 7 2s are 14, 14 2s are 28, and 28 2s are 56. That means a square root of 3136 is 56. This is the answer. Dear the students, we have finished our today's class. I hope you have understood today's class. You have to practice more and more at home. Now I am giving you SW. Our today's SW number, one number SW. Topic is chapter 1, example 1. It will be chapter 1, example 1. We have already solved example 1 in this class. So do your SW properly and submit on next Saturday. Stay home, stay safe, obey your parents' order. Thank you for watching the class. Allah Hafiz.